Good afternoon, gamers around the UK, Europe, and possibly worldwide. We are here for the TP Link pre-I-51 Call of Duty qualifiers. And if you don't know what that is, that means teams will go head to head to win a team ticket to I-51. Doesn't mean it's a limited thing. Guys, if you do play Call of Duty, you can buy at the event or also on the website. We will give you further details, but let's head this one up. Joining me on the sticks this afternoon is Calvinus. How are you doing, bud?
Hey, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm just like really excited to see how people play this tournament. I mean, I've just started off with Wongy here, and he's just pushing up. His teammate just took A. Well, I thought he was going to get B there, but it looks like he's just going to be putting down some slaying action. Gets in the gunfight. He takes down that player, but he gets cleaned up himself.
Yeah, too much here, covering the right-hand side on 3-story red, gets taken out with a lovely nade from Neutral, taking out too much and Sneaky, which means we're going to run on with Neutral, who's currently 2-0 with one capture. Seems to be taking this well. Look at the positional play these guys have. They are not pushing for that B bomb. They're waiting for several to come down. Neutral is taking that position where he's just going to be in there and, you know, causing some havoc and making these guys drop some zeros. As we watch Neutral again with another nade, he's going for the play, and these guys just have this set up so well from Absolute.
Yeah, you can see Absolute, but right now you can see two players have just come off spawn. Another two players are in a bad spot. Jet Set I'm on right now. He just gets put on full red, sees a player run down towards the barn, but he doesn't do anything because he knows he hasn't got the gun that has the appropriate range for that gunfight. Jumps on B, gets taken down. We've jumped on with Tubes, who saw his teammate get shot by Sneaky, and he's just going on a little bit of a hunt right now.
Yeah, Tubes, look at this play here. And I have to say, for the last 2.5 minutes, it's been 14 points apiece, which means we're going to jump on with Sneaky. Sneaky plays, he gets taken down. He was 7-2. Look at Pato. Pato currently running a donut as he goes down. Wongy is 2 for 5, and it's too much with a donut as well. But Wongy cleans up that kill there. They are losing that B-dom. Again, it's just coming down to that frustration on that final point as we see Wongy go down by the way of Tubes. And let's have a look with Pato. Pato not doing much at all here. He's 0-3. He's just not getting into the groove here, Calvin. They're not letting him take any footstep into this game. Fair play to these guys. They really know how these guys play from DB.
Yeah, I'd say like when you see the top teams play, you know, they've got all their things ironed out. You know, they've got it down and they follow it to a T. But with teams that are within the, I should say, mid-skill range, you know, that they like have like, I'd say, top 16 placements. It's a lot harder for them because they're equally matched, and it's a really big scrap fest. You can see that B has not been taken whatsoever, and I predict if one team can get B, they will be holding it for the rest of the map.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that, Cal. It is down to that B dom. If you can hold and slay from that section, middle section, taking mid track, you can literally rule that whole lineup. You know, and it is going to be a team that comes down to it. Say Pato was currently on a donut, he's now on a 4-point streak, which means they're going to have the advantage really on the terms of players. There's two go down there for Absolute. Neutral and Raz goes down. This is where he needs to get the plays. Pato tries to come in from behind, gets taken out, but Wongy is now taking B. Wongy takes B. It's the first time it does go in the favour of DB, and that's exactly what Wongy needed to do. Nice to see that guy bring some skills in and hold it. Not necessarily slaying, it was more of a sneaky play, and it worked well for him, which we do see a 3-point lead with 1:40 left on this game.
Yeah, they finally got 2 flags to their name, and it means that a lead is going to be established, and I can see DB just holding it for the rest of the map, unless that the other team Absolute can try and get a good little bit of slaying going. But I'm still on with Pato. Gets a nice little shot there, and then gets a headshot, finishes him off, but Neutral's there to clean him up. Gonna switch over to Too Much, who just cleans out Raz. Can he get the second kill? No, he cannot. He runs into Jet Set, who I am on board with now, and you can see he's got a teammate. I think it's Neutral near him as well, so they're going to be looking to try and take B. One thing I'm gonna just notice that you would have noticed that they didn't really like commit to B straight away. They're a bit hesitant. It's like that's one thing you notice with players as well. Like you get a kill and you're like, oh, should I run on it straight away? Whereas if it's top players, they'll just go, oh, 3 down, just get on it right now. Don't even think about it, unless there is another player in the vicinity that will give them, you know, a little bit of aggravation.
You normally seem to find that a lot with French and German teams. They normally wait for 2 to 3 go down. They are a little bit more hesitant on those plays. This is where I think you're going to see a different style play coming from these teams. they just held this up. I think had they been a little bit more aggressive, as I'm going to run on board with Sneaky as is the 3-point streak, I think it would have been hugely different. Going into the last 20 seconds here, the score difference here, working on it, is around about 17. So 17 points of difference. It's nothing really when you look at how long it took them to get that actual B dom. They've managed to neutralise A several times. It's going to give them a huge advantage, 20 points to lead. I'm just hoping the second half isn't as close for both teams, because it's going to be a nail biter if it does.
Yeah, 21-point lead established at the halfway point. And you can see Sneaky 15 and 6, Wongy 15 and 14 with a cap to his name, Too Much 10 and 11, Pato going equal 8 and 8. And you can see on the other side, Jet Set 15 and 13, Neutral 8 and 9, Raz 12 and 16, but Tubes not having the best of games, 4 and 11.
Yeah, man, that's I'm working that out quickly, looking at the actual captures. That's a 4-5. That's 7 captures in one half. That is really kind of low for teams this caliber. Normally, you will see roughly around anywhere between 15 to 16, and they do tend to switch up quite a bit. Totally against the actual run of what I would have said Call of Duty Ghosts is as an aggressive play. This is very hesitant, as Calvin did point out. These guys just needed to look at it at that level, managing to take the B dom, which, you know, fair play to Wongy, come in, took the advantage. I love the way he brought it up.
Yeah, I'm just establishing my HUD. See, the first player I jump on with, it's going to be Neutral. So we have 60 seconds left before this game starts, Silverback. What do you think that Absolute need to do to bring back this 21-point deficit? For me, I think they just need to go all out and get B and really establish themselves around the middle of the map.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we saw Absolute push for A and maybe go for neutralisation, causing the split from B to C, and then try and take it that way. It's going to be very difficult. I think you're going to find that DB might step up from this side of things. Depending on how this is going to split and how the guys from DB are going to line up, it's really going to be down to that. Aggressiveness, I think, may be more of a key this half, so we'll see how that lines up. I myself, I'm not even going to go and call this one. It's going to be, I think it's going to be that close. If you're going to say anything, DB could take this maybe by another 12, 14 points. But it's going to be, you know, really, really interesting. I like the way that these guys play when they go head to head. Guys, don't forget, this is TP Link Gaming as we head into the second round here. It is the I-51 qualifier. The winning team of this event will win themselves a team ticket to I-51. Now, if you head on to the actual TP Link website and you want to buy some products, we do have a couple of products for you. We have the Archer C7, which is the cable router. We have the Archer DB7, which is the ADSL router. And also we have the WPA 4420. Guys, if you want to purchase any of those, use TP Link COD as your code. There is a reduced price of £10 on both the C7 and the WPA 4420. And also, every time you purchase something, you will see £10 into the prize pool for I-51. So you know, you are funding and helping to grow the actual gaming community itself. Now, looking straight off the bat here, you can see that these guys from DB have really come out strong. As I run on with Pato, currently as I go down onto him, he literally gets taken out. So let's go on with Wongy. It's 20 to 11, 9 points, good start from DB. Absolute just not getting into their rhythm.
Yeah, they're not getting into their rhythm right now. Just hopped on with Sneaky, seeing as his teammate got taken out. Gets a nice shot there, straight onto Neutral. And we're just going to see how he's going to play this. He's moving around, he sees another player, takes him out, but he does get cleaned out by Jet Set in the end. And I've just defaulted onto Neutral, so going to see how he's going to play this.
Yeah, Neutral currently 0-5, dropping that down quite big. Schwavy shots, which proves he goes down. So let's jump on with Tubes. He gets taken down, and it's now down to Jet Set. Jet Set 2-5-0. Well, only one captured away of Absolute. They don't seem to be holding very well. He gets he manages to take a kill. He's got to be careful, as he will be taken out by Wongy. So let's jump on with Too Much himself. Currently 5-4-1. DB are the most aggressive team this half, and I said it's going to be down to aggression, and DB most certainly bring this half.
Yeah, you can see that they just established themselves over at B, thinking that there's a player there, but Too Much is going to notice that a player has moved over to C, so they're going to be losing that. They'll probably at least get neutralization, but there's Tubes to take him out. I'm going to hop on. It's neutral. He gets C all by himself. Nice little bit of shooting from Tubes, and Jet Set allowed him to get that without any interruptions. And now they split. It looks like they've split spawns. So they've got C and A, and they'll be looking to bring down this deficit.
Yeah, this is an opportunity to get a triple cap here. If they play this wisely, Neutral can literally just jump onto this B while they're trying to take A back. But they need to have the defense there on A. There's one approaching that now. He's going to get a kill. Manage he does. This could be a triple cap right here. Look at Jet Set. Jet Set is now securing the actual A-dom. He's holding this side, and we're going to see the guys from DB take back B. They're losing points quite rapidly, though. They need to be very careful. Look at this. Jet Set comes in, takes a kill, takes Pato down. This is what we need to see. This is how they need to set this up here, because, you know, they've got a 21-point gap to basically eat up. They're managing to bring it back now with 8 points difference.
They nearly got a triple cap.
Yeah, they need these 30, 40 points easy to make sure they can get through.
Yeah, you can see that they really came into their stride there, absolute. But trip cap was not established because just as Jet Set was getting B, C got taken away from them. But you can see that they've still got 2 caps in their favor, so they're closing the gap. But right now they need to get really aggressive, because even if they close this gap on this side, there's still 21 points in between them and DB. So it looks like they'll need to try and get a 2 cap neutralized with a neutralize, or at least a trip cap.
Yeah, that's exactly. B does gets a neutralization. They now do gain B. This is where they're going to hold it left hand side. Neutral takes it. Oh, he gets done. It's Sneaky and Too Much. It's the tag team. They come in and take him right out. So let's jump on board with Sneaky. He's moving on to his right hand side. There's one. Oh. He gets taken out. I thought he was going to go for the turn. Just didn't have the pace on that and enough time to do it, which means 3 go down from DB. Sneaky respawns in. Too Much all the way back there on C, pushing through. And this, I tell you what, looking at score wise, and there is no possible way that the Absolute can bring this back unless they have a triple cap. It's just not going to happen here.
Yeah, you can see Too Much just gets taken out there. So there's Raz. I'm going to hop over to him because he is on C right now. And he has been cleaned up by Wongi in the end before I can get to him. So I'm just going to run on with 2s. We've got 20 seconds left. It's 71 to 79. So they have eaten into this deficit. But yeah, as you said before, it's not going to be enough. DB are going to take the first map.
Yeah, DB came in strong. They took a good 21-point lead in the beginning. They do drop down on this way. I think, you know, they just managed to push forward. They don't get enough points. Absolute won't take this round. The first round of this best of 3 does go to DB Gaming. Wongi, Sneaky, Pato, Too Much were the stronger 4. We will be back after this short break with some SND. Do not go anywhere.